Hey there, this is Vin from Sunny Landing Pages. Welcome to this explainer video on the webinar funnel pack. I'm excited about these funnel packs. They make it really easy and really quick for you to launch your own funnels. What we give you as part of these packs are three things. One is the blueprint design for the whole funnel. It really gives you a strategy of how you're going to conduct the campaign. The second is the set of templates for landing pages. And the third is the set of templates for the emails. Now remember, each of these three components are editable and customizable. You can put in the changes that you'd like to see for your particular campaign. So for example, the very first stage is, hey, do I agree with this blueprint design or do I want to make some changes on this blueprint design? Let's start by looking at this blueprint design for the webinar funnel. So the very first stage over here is a registration page. You can send traffic here using your existing email database or run ads on Facebook or Google and get people to come and register for your webinar over here. Right away, they'll get an email from the system which confirms their seat and confirms their registration for the webinar. You can also redirect them to a thank you page, which also gives them the confirmation message. And you have an option here to give an upsell or a cross-sell call to action. So now that they're registered for your webinar, there's going to be some time between the registration date and the date of the live webinar. So in the interim period, what we suggest is you keep the audience warm. And you can do that by teaser videos. Now these teaser videos act as a pre-frame reference for your audience. What does that mean? A pre-frame reference is something that helps build context for the audience. If they're coming in cold, if they're coming in new to the solution, if they're coming in and listening to you for the first time, you want to give them some more context and you want to warm them up before the webinar so that they're more receptive to your ideas and they're more receptive to your solution on the day of the webinar. So do send a couple of emails in the interim period to give them these teaser videos and to set a frame of reference. And then closer to the date, send in reminder emails to help build the attendance for the webinar. These days, it's getting tougher and tougher to get an audience for your webinars. So it's important to send them enough reminders. Here you have one reminder which can go 24 hours before and say one 6 hours before and then one just as the webinar is starting. And then of course you have the page which is going to give the live webinar. Now this could be a landing page with an embedded webinar screen, or it could be a GoToMeeting or a Zoom conference or a Hangout, whatever you're using. Then once the webinar is over, you've had a successful session, send out an email to the entire registered database, giving them a replay of the webinar and giving them a page where they can go, and you can also add your call to action on that replay so that you can maximize the number of sales, the number of demos, the number of leads, whatever you're looking for. So that's a blueprint that we've suggested for you. That's a blueprint of a webinar funnel. Now, remember I said each of the elements are customizable and editable. So if you want to edit the blueprint design, if you have different ideas about how you want to run the funnel structure, then what you can do is go into our funnel mapping designer. It's going to look something like this. So over here, for example, if you wanted to add a cross-sell or an upsell after the thank you page, then what I can do is go and look for the icon for an upsell. There you go. Just drag and drop it into the page. Let's get a connector. Let's get a connector. There you go. You've connected the pages. And let's say we want to send an email to confirm the cross-sell or the upsell. Just drag and drop the email. And show a connector for the email. There you go. So that's an example of how you can edit the blueprint design, the funnel map for yourself and put it according to your use case and your structure. Going back to our blueprint design, the next step is to look at the landing pages. So what we give you as part of the landing pages is the set of templates. Let's have a look at that. So here's a template for the webinar registration page. It's a wireframe template. You just add your logo over here, put in a headline over here, add a hero image over here. You have the registration form that captures those details, talk about the benefits, put in a calendar link, and of course, do add in details about the webinar presenter and their credentials. So similarly, you can also have a page which has the thank you for registering, and then you have another page for the teaser video. There's an example of a teaser video page. Very simplistic wireframes that you can use to set up really, really easily. Now, how do you edit them? Here's the drag and drop editor for your landing page. You can see how easy it is to edit the landing pages over here. If you want to swap out the image, just double click on it. The image library will open up. You can upload your own files and get your own logo over here. You have a gallery which has over 1 million images. Then to change the text, all you have to do is click over here and add your text. This will be an awesome webinar. There you go. It's that easy to change the text and contents on your pages. Once you're done with the edits over here, you'll click on publish and update over here. For the first time users, it will say publish. And then you can add the landing pages on your own domain and your own custom URL. So heading back to the blueprint design, we figured out the structure, we figured out the landing pages. The next step is to figure out the emails. Let me take you to our email templates. There you go. When you buy the pack, you will get the email templates as part of your template gallery. And you see examples over here. Now, if you want to edit them, you just have to click on them and it'll launch the editor over here. It's a very simple interface. Give your template a name, put in your email, the sender's name, and the default subject. So the email subject could be, "You are confirmed," for example. Then if you want to change any of the contents, it's really simple. Just click over here and you have, "We're looking forward to seeing you. Your seat is confirmed." So that's how easy it is to edit and make changes to each of these templates. Check how it's going to look on the mobile interface because that's where most people are going to be seeing it. You see all the changes over there. And that's it. You can click on save and you can get the email ready for your use case and for your branding. Let's go back to the blueprint. I think we've covered off all the stages. Those are all the assets that you get as part of this pack. You get the blueprint, you get the drag and drop blueprint designer, you get the landing pages, you get the landing page designer, you get the emails, and you get the email designer. So you put them all together and you can launch your very own webinar funnel. Now, once again, I think this is going to save you lots and lots and lots of time. If you don't have a pack like this, it might take you days, if not weeks. If you have your contents ready, then I'm confident that you could do this within a day or two and launch your webinar funnel as soon as that. Also, keep in mind, you can reach us on our support. We have a chat interface which you can use, or you can send us an email on our support email, and we'll get back to you if you're stuck anywhere, if you have any questions. So awesome. I look forward to having you on board, and go ahead and buy this pack today.